Hello and welcome to a series for tips and tricks on Project Ozone 3. Now this is being done under Mythic mode, but these should apply to even Kappa and different modes as well. Maybe the recipes will be easier, but we'll take a look. So let's get right into it. I made the signs here, bibliograph signs, and we're going to start from the bottom and work our way up. So there's all the things we're going to be doing. So chest upgrades. These are going to be the simple beginner types tips, roughly 10 of them. So let's get into this little room here. And we're going to figure out how to upgrade this chest. Let's say you have a chest like this and you want to upgrade it. Well, you're going to use one of these. Now you can do it two ways. You can make an iron chest, or you could do it this way. Let's take a look at the recipe. Just any plank of wood, surround it with iron, and put it in your hand and slap it right on there. And you notice this is how it's arranged here. It might rearrange your stuff. Not too bad. Let's get into the next tip. There's the first one. Chest upgrades. Packing tape and cardboard. Let's do the cardboard first. Let's say you want to move this chest back and you want to put it back here. Let's figure out how to do that. We're going to get some 16 wood. Any kind of wood will do. A hammer. There's the recipe for that. Let's see. Just a couple sticks and some iron. I think you could even use a stone hammer. And we're going to put this down. And you can put it all down or as much as you want. Left click. And it turns it into the mechanism. It's important. The mechanism sawdust. Okay. We're going to come over here. And you take the sawdust, put it like this, and you've got a cardboard box. This is beautiful. So we're going to go like this. Right click with it on your hand. It puts it on there. Then you can just break it. Put it back down in the new spot. And then shift right click to take the cardboard off. And sure enough, shift right click. Sure enough, all the stuff is still there. Perfect. So we've done that one. Let's take a look at the next thing. Hey now. Good old iron doors. Packing tape. Packing tape has to do with storage drawers, and once you get into those. So here's a regular storage drawer. And we're going to put our cardboard box, we don't want to do that. We'll put this in there, okay? And then we're going to make this packing tape. And it requires, this is going to be a little bit tricky, it requires slime. Now an easy way to get the slime early on so that you can make this packing tape is to use rice. We're going to show you how to do that. You are going to need a water bucket. That's going to require iron, and in this mode it's a little bit hard to make because you need iron plates. Otherwise you'd have just iron and you make your water bucket. So let's do this. First, we go like that. Just regular rice that you can actually get from sifting dirt, and you get the rice seeds and then just grow them. And then you get rice dough. No problem. And then we go here, 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 and here. Water bucket in the middle. Slime balls. That's how you get slime balls early on. These can be cooked down, made into different things. You can make magma, all kinds of good stuff with this. I'll let you discover that on your own. And recipe. The paper is going to be easy. You can get it a couple different ways. We could get it with sawdust again. You could do it that way with the mechanism sawdust. We get the paper again, so we know how to do that. And that. And we got packing tape. Beautiful. So let's say you've put this here and you want to move this, or it's a bunch of them and you want to move it. We've got our sawdust in there. Great. Well, I can't just break it. It'll all come apart. I can slap some packing tape on there. Use my trusty. Notice this? I can move it right back here. Just like that. Pretty nice. Let's put this away. And this away. We learned how to make slime balls as well. This is really a really good way around slime balls. The trash can, the letter C, and F7. Let's do all of those. You know how let's see. Let's see if it shows up. And Do it like that. And if you press F7 and it's not showing up on here, of course, let's see if we can get it to show up over here. My apologies. Just like that. Oh, it is becoming nighttime. I'll be right back. There we go. I got it to up here. F7 is really important. See how that goes away? You press it, and that'll show you where you need torches to light things up. Otherwise, that's where things can spawn. So that's a very handy thing to have. We're going on to the next one. Trash cans. Now, there's two ways you can do the trash cans. You could actually do this. You might have access to a trash can right here. Then you could say, oh, I'm going to put those in there. And it's just gone. Instantly deleted. Or you can actually make trash cans as well. And you can feed items into them. So let's do that. Trash can. These are really easy to make. You can make a chest too, but then a chest, just like this. And pretty simple. Cobblestone, some cooked clear stone, a chest, and you get your thing. And then you can just kind of pop it in there. Sometimes I bury them in the ground a little bit. It's really nice to have that way. And they're just very useful. Just like that. And you can feed items in. Shift click them in there. You can use a filter as well. There we go. Let's go on to the next thing. Trash cans. Ooh, here's one. If I press the letter C, and I'm pointing at this right here, I don't have a crafting grid. Let's say you're away from one, you don't have any wood on you. You press C, and then you have, let's say, 1, 2, 3. Let's just go like this. So there's this, and it'll stay here for a little while. And then you go 1, 2, 3. You kind of point at the grid, and just like that. That's how you make stairs, if you wanted to make them. And then you press C again while pointing at it, and sure enough, we've got stairs. So if you're missing a crafting grid, you can just push that anywhere you are, and it makes it beautiful. Let's fix that. That's just terrible looking, isn't it? Just like that. Perfect. Let's go take a look at our list. Let's see if I can walk out the door correctly. There we go. A little bit of a sticky key issue there. So trash cans, letter C, F7, elevators. Now this is really important. In skyblock type things, and even in general in anything, this is the world I'm working in and we're playing on, you don't want to have to spread everything out on one floor and make it way over here. You're going to be running everywhere. So what you want to do is you want to make elevators. And what I've done is, I've got 2 of them here. Let's go ahead and pop one right here. And I'll show you how to make them as well. And then you look up right there. Because I want to have an elevator that goes back and forth between here. These are really, really powerful. So this is how you make them. You need an ender pearl, and then you need the wool. The wool is made with string. Very easy to get when you infest the leaves of a sapling. And then use a crook to get the string, just like that. So we know how to get the string already. And then you get the wool. Now, what about these ender pearls? Well, let's find out. There is a way to grow them. Not that way. You want to get an ender lily. Let's see if we can pull that up. Ender lily. What about lily? We'll just do that. We'll get lily pads in there, but ender lily doesn't show up. Interesting. If you sift dirt, I believe somehow I got an ender lily that you can plant in endstone, and then you can grow them that way. Otherwise, you can get them from mob drops and everything. So as soon as you do have an elevator, it's worth using, and then until then, just use stairs. But you place one here, and then you place one there. Perfect. Now, if you want to go up, you stand on it, you jump up, and there we are on the top. Then you want to shift sneak, and you go right back down. And then you can build up and have layers going up. and traverse really, really, really quickly, really smoothly. It really is the way to go. There we go. Put that away. Yep, I definitely have sticky keys on there. I'm going to have to fix that. Interesting thing. So, we've done this, the packing tape, the cardboard, the trash cans, F7 for the light, the C key to be able to do this. Beautiful. We've upgraded. We've done elevators. Let's do apples. Most people do it this way. They take their apples and they just either eat them or you can use a juicer. And it even kind of encourages you to use the juicer in the beginning. This one takes 2 apples to make the apple juice, but then this one takes 1 apple. And I was using those and I said, wait a second, I accidentally cooked an apple and look how much food that gives you. Food and saturation. So it's perfect. I said, that's great. I really want to use those. So let's take this out of here. So that's how it's worth it to use the food and just, they're easy to get. Simple deal. So now, what about this? I want to be able to access these food, and I don't want to have to carry them around all the time. But I want them back over there, where I'm doing the majority of my crafting. A neat trick, what I've done is, so it's not part of my storage drawer system, is I've buried it 1 level down. And to be able to access it, I put a staircase like this. Oh, not that thing. Sorry, guys. And a staircase like this, facing this way, so that you can still see the drawer. And I put the drawer there. Then I put the apples in here. And if you want, you can put a item frame on there. That's kind of fun. So we'll take 1 apple out. We'll put the item frame on top just to kind of as a reminder of what is in there. And you can just take it out, put the apple there, or just eat it like that. And you can put them away. So you can just kind of run by. You're like, oh, I need some food. Take 1 apple, eat it. Beautiful. So there's 2 things there. The apples and how important they are for cooked apples versus regular apple juice. Way better. And then the easy food access, which is right there. So let's see what we're up to next. Construction wands. These are really, really powerful. We're almost done with the video, too. Okay. Construction wands. If you're not familiar with these, you really need to be, because they're going to make your lives a lot easier, by far. Alrighty. So, everybody knows how to make a regular crafting bench, but the problem with these is, if you place something in it, it doesn't stay in there. So I like doing this. You put the crafting bench back in, and it turns it into the Tinker's Construct. So let's go ahead and put that. Oh, we'll put it right there. I like having it a little bit out of the way. We're going to make 2 different wands. Once you can afford the diamond wand, it's important to use it. And I'll show you the difference on why or how different it really is. How much more powerful it is. It's night and day. So let's take a stack of those, put that away. We're in good shape. We've learned a lot so far. Oh boy. There we go. Let's say I'm using this early on wand like this. Notice how it's just it only does that much. It only does horizontal. It's very limited. It can't put these here. And it doesn't go very far. So that's the farthest it goes. But it's useful at first, but you want to try to get to iron as soon as possible and then work your way to a diamond. Because this is the power of the diamond. I can fill in this whole thing right here like this. Now with great power comes great responsibility, because if I were to do this, it would fill in all that. And if I had a ton of these stone bricks on me, it would fill all over the place. Then you'd have to go fix it. So be very careful. Also be careful, I put this here to give you an example. See how it turns the corner? You would think maybe it would need something like one here to do it, but it doesn't. And that's how I did this. How I quickly built this whole thing out is I did 1 layer as like a base to give it an idea. And then I just hopped on there and hopped up and then just use that, build my way up, build along there, build that, and you can build this kind of stuff really quickly. It's really, really powerful. Now we're going to give the last trick. I don't know why it is, but I always hated having to build with water and then trying to get underneath and stay in the water and try to build under. But I always did want to have. We'll take a look. See, I always wanted the thickness to be thicker down here, like usually 3 thick, so that when you can bury wires down there, you can. It's useful. Wow, this is really sticky. I might end up dying because of my keyboard right now. So I came up with a little better way. In this pack, they have a thing called quark, and what that allows you to do is we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna dig down, and let's say normally you just have this one layer that you're building. Oh, there's some red, and we can turn that on and off with F7. Okay, so we're building down, and now I want to go even. I want to get below this so I can look up there and then use the building wand, right? So just take this quark. See how it changes your little cursor there, just like that. And then we're gonna carefully stand up or step up. It should. There we go, and there we go. And then you can go down. So you kind of build your way down and then look up at the very end. Let's see if we can. I'll just show you. So you'd be in a situation where now you're looking at the whole bottom of the area. You break out your new powerful wand and you point there and it'll just build all the way across under here. And that's how I actually built there. And let's see if we can build this one right here. See? And then if this was all down there, I could go one more layer down, but I don't really need to. And then you just build that way, and it's so much. I just never liked going down in the water. So if you don't like going down in the water, that's the way to do it. We'll cover this back up so nothing spawns there. That's just another alternative to using water and then getting lower. So, did we do everything? Oh boy. Shift keys. That is just weird. I'm going to have to figure that out. So, in this episode, we found apples, easier food, easy access to the food, with the construction wand, the underflooring, the trash cans, the crafting, just like that. Very powerful. Just got to remember that it works. F7, you should. I just keep F7 on and make sure I light up everything that I want lit up. Packing tape to move the drawers, the storage drawers around without losing the contents and everything. The cardboard box to move your chests around and other things too, I think. Chest upgrades. Elevators. Now the elevators, I think elevators are probably the most. I mean, there's lots of important tips here, but it really is the way to go. Elevators are so nice. I've got elevators over there. Big. I even make them bigger. I put them in a 3x3 pattern so that I don't have to walk on the single step. I just go and it's easier to aim instead of having to aim for that one single one. So with that, I hope this helped, and I'll be doing more of these. The idea is that I've made this long hallway, and each room will be dedicated to a group of tips. So with that, have a great day. I hope this helped you guys. Have a good. Oh, if you like these things, go ahead and subscribe and or comment, or if you have any more tips that you would like to share, and I'll put in a video. I don't have a problem with that. These are just the beginner tips, and they'll get progressively more advanced. I've got lots of different things over here growing and doing and cooking and all kinds of beautiful stuff. Even a mob farmer over there. Interesting stuff. Have a good one. Enjoy.